I'm going to be out of town a lot for the next few weeks. I'm going to the Austin motorcycle show, the hand-built motorcycle show. I'm going on a couple of work retreats to different cities. And I'm going to be going on vacation on a 4-day motorcycle trip. So I wanted to put together a EDC pouch, a tech EDC pouch, that I could bring me on all those trips, that I'd be able to solve all my tech and EDC needs during that period. I'll go through that pouch now. How's it going, folks? My name's Marcus. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, on this channel I talk about technology, EDC, and anything that can help me live a happier, balanced, more productive life. So today I'm going to be going through this pouch that I put together. It's by Tactical Geek. I used to always carry a Maxpedition pouch, but this one's just that little bit chunkier. I'm really impressed with it, and I'm going to go through now why I've picked this pouch and what I've put in it. So first things first, opening it up. So it's not overly packed. If you watched this channel before, I don't really like just cramming things into different places. I like things to be secure. When you shake them up, they don't go around the place. Everything's got a little place in this pouch. Everything has a purpose. Now let me know in the comments if there's anything you think I've forgotten or anything that you would add to your pouch if you had this. I'd love to go through that and see if I could make this the perfect pouch. So first things first, let's go through the pocket knife. So here I've got the QSP Penguin. I really like this pocket knife. I've had it for about 6 months. It's not very expensive. It's like $25, $30 depending on the day that you buy it. I'll have a link in the description below for all of these things, so I don't have to, I might get some of the names wrong. It's D2 steel, one of the sharpest blades I ever bought out of the box. Really great blade. And it's got micarta scales, so it kind of over time becomes even more customized, more patinaed, more to your taste. I really like carrying this knife. So I'll have this as in my checked luggage on the plane. So it means when I get there, I'll be able to carry this knife in my pocket, and I'm really looking forward to that. Next thing is my flashlight. So I'm a big fan of the Olight Arcfeld. I've had this light again, probably a bit longer than the QSP, probably 8 or 10 months. And this light, the reason I love it so much is one, it's really sleek design. It fits in the pocket beautifully because it's rectangular. It's got a great pocket clip. But more importantly, it's got a really great light on it. So it's got 3 different functions. From when you click it one time, it's got a very low yield, 15 lumens, something like that. I can't remember what the different stages are. But you can really pop it up. I think it's to 1150 lumens. It gets really, really blindingly bright for like 2 or 3 minutes before it drops back down again. Very reliable flashlight. Love carrying it with me. It's also got like an Apple type dial on it, which you can flip over and use as a LED on it. Only ever use that to freak out cats or my kids. So it's a nice gimmick, but don't really need it for that reason. Great flashlight if you're looking for one. I just want to take a quick pause from the video to ask you to like and subscribe to this video if you're enjoying this content. I've got a very small channel, and you liking this helps the algorithm find me. Okay, back to the content. After that though, I thought about carrying a multi-tool with me. I'm a big fan of Leatherman. You might have seen in some of my other videos I carry a SOG Power Pint, a really small multi-tool, but I wanted to not have a multi-tool in this kit. I wanted to bring the individual tools for the individual things that I need. So the next thing up was a pliers. And for this I've got this really small Knipex, which is new to me. It's the 87-100 Knipex. I like it because you can have it from very small increments here to catch small things and tighten them, all the way up to a big radiator valve or even bigger. So really powerful little tool for the size of it. Very small, very light, fits in a kit like this perfectly, but a great little pliers in that kit. I've seen that a lot on the internet right now. People seem to be really hot on it, so that's why I got one. Then we're talking about screwdriver. What's my plan for a screwdriver? So first and foremost, I've got this. It's supposed to be a Leatherman extender. I bought this, it's kind of a knockoff version. And on that I put a 12-inch tape of gaffer tape or duct tape. Just because duct tape's super useful and I had the extra space on this, why not stick it on? And with this, I'm going to put this into this Nico ratcheting screwdriver. So I can pop that in one end and I can get really good torque on that. It's also reverse direction. If I need to loosen something or tighten it, I can switch directions on that. And with that, I can put in different bit heads and have either use it on its own when I don't need a lot of torque, or if I need that little bit extra, put this in. It gives me a very versatile tool for very little space within the bag. Huge fan of that. So that means if I've got all those things in there, I need to have some bits as well. And for that, I carry this little bit tin. I like to have all my things, as I said, not floating around, not falling within there. So I've got various bits in here. Right now, I've got a T20 Torx bit, a Phillips head, a flathead. I'll put some other ones in there. But that bit tin combined with those, with the Nico, what are they called? Nico and the bit extender for Leatherman makes a really powerful choice. After that, I've gone for a pry bar. Now this pry bar is the Optical 2 Mini. This was sent to me, I didn't buy this. I can't remember who it was sent by, I should. okay knife. I'm not someone who likes to carry a pry bar around with me. I know some people love it. This pry bar has a bottle opener. It's also got a flathead screwdriver, as well as it just being a pry bar. And it looks really cool. I really like the look of it. So given how small it is, it doesn't take a whole lot of space up in the bag. I thought I'd bring it with me this time and see do I use it. If I don't use it, I'll stop carrying it. I've got little knickknacks, like I've got a sewing kit which I bring with me. I ripped a shirt and pants at work one time. I was really happy to have a sewing kit with me. It got me out of a dodgy situation. And I always carry a tweezers with me because I'm prone to getting splinters or needing to pull things out of my hand. And this is the Uncle Bill's silver grappler. I lost the little end clip that goes on it, but I've just put it through a keyring chain, and that keeps that in place. After that though, I want to be able to deal with technology. And I carry an iPhone, I carry all these electronics around with me, and I've decided to carry this Atom Tech. I've had this for a while. In fact, it's got Velcro on the back of it. I usually attach this to the back of my motorcycle helmet with a wire down to my intercom to make it last that little bit longer. It's super light, which is why I can attach it to my helmet, but it's also the perfect size to sit in this kit. It is USB-A, which is the older type of charger. And for that, I'm going to be bringing with me USB-A cables. I'm bringing 3 different USB-A cables along for the ride. So I'm going to have a USB-A to micro USB, USB-A to Thunderbolt, and USB-A to USB-C. And with those 3 cables, I can charge absolutely everything I'm bringing with me. With the exception of my laptop, it's not powerful enough to charge my laptop, but if it's my phone, if it's any of my cameras, if it's my earphones, all of those things can be charged with these 3 small cables which tuck into that back pouch in conjunction with the Atom Tech charger. And I've had that, you can see how scuffed up that is. Had that a long time. It's really lasted the test of time. It's been rained on, it's been dropped, it still keeps working. Great little device. Now in this back pouch here, I have a notebook, and I carry pens with me as well on the back pouch. So it's a sharp, if I need a Sharpie to be able to scroll something down, not on paper, or if I'm writing a note in my paper, I use these Uniball Micros. I really like these pens. I've got this notebook and I really love it. This is by Orbit Key, who make the key rings and the desk mats and things like that. This notebook is great because you can make task lists. If you look at the paper, it's got these little bullet points you can fill in next to it when the task is done. So a great little pocket organizer, great little notebook to have with you because it's super organized. I really like the paper and just the size of it. They've nailed it. Big fan. After that, fire. I bring a Zippo lighter with me. Not something I actually carry very often, a lighter, to be honest with you. But I'm bringing this lighter in case I need to light birthday candles, start a fire, something like that while I'm away. I've gone for the butane version. This is a separate Zippo insert that you can buy that sticks in there. I prefer the butane version than the traditional. It's less romantic, it's less cool. I do love the old lighters. In fact, I have a lighter that I've had for 30 years in my drawer there from Zippo. But this is just practical for sticking in a bag to have with me and being guaranteed it'll work when I get there. As always, super glue. Never leave home without super glue. You can fix so much stuff, including cuts that you give yourself. I've done that with my thumb. You can super glue those things closed. It saves a trip to the hospital. On the same note as hospital, I'm prone to accidents, I'm prone to hurting myself. A bunch of band-aids, a couple of big ones, a couple of small ones, a couple of in-betweeners. Great for if you've got, the heel of your shoe is rubbing and you want to give yourself a bit more protection, or you scuff your hands or cut them, or even that if you're bleeding, even if it's not hurting you, but it just looks more professional if you've got a little band-aid on. It kind of, when you're on a business trip, it kind of helps. Earplugs, always have earplugs with me. You don't want the person next door to you be snoring and you can't get sleep. Or if you go for a motorcycle ride or whatever it is, have some earplugs with you, it's handy. And last but not least is a paper clip. Super versatile. Not only can it keep paper together, it can be used to open iPhones if you need to pop out a SIM card. Super versatile. Little piece of metal if you need to poke under something and pull something out. I use paper clips all the time. I always make sure I have one with me. All of that goes in this Tactical Geek pouch, which I'm really impressed with. The quality of it, it feels really, really good. I know it's going to age really well. And, I'm looking forward to seeing what it looks like after this trip. I'll stick some photos up on Instagram once it's done. So what are some of the things that I'm missing from my bag here that you would add to your bag? Maybe there's some easy things that I could augment or change out and you think I'd get a lot more use from it. Comment in the description below so that I can actually make this bag even better. So that's everything I'm going to be bringing with me for the next 3 weeks on this trip. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please think about liking and subscribing. Really helps a small channel. Good luck.